So we're going to do a little quick tutorial on cutting and keying using 3D Builder. So for this, we're going to go ahead and use this staff right here from Printables. So we got our model downloaded. We're going to go ahead and start a new project here. First thing we're going to do is insert this little cylinder. We're going to use this as our key, and for now, because the staff is so large, marker point so we can find our grid pattern down here. Then we're going to go ahead and import our staff. We're going to want to go ahead and lay it down. We're going to want it as close to that grid line as we can to help with our measurements. We'll go ahead and just settle that so it's nice and flat properly. Okay, so now we have that. We're going to take our cylinder we imported. Go ahead and rotate that to match the staff. Settle it. And we're going to go ahead and slide it up here. Just to get a little base idea how big it is, we want to resize it. And we want to make sure that it's going to fit inside the staff here. Go a little smaller. Once we have it where we know it's going to work inside our staff or our model, in any case, then we're going to go ahead and slide it out here out of the way for a second. Then we're going to go ahead and duplicate it once, set that right off to the side, stand that back up, and then set that back down here at the start. So we have one that'll be untouched. Then we're going to take our staff, we want to make sure we can still see our marks on our gut ruler here. So let's just slide it over just a little bit. And then you want to go ahead and start slicing this so it'll fit your printer. So slide that down just a little bit so it's more equal to 0. And depending on the size of your printer is where you're going to want to slice this. So let's just go ahead and go with 200mm splits here. Let's rotate this 90 degrees. Oh, wrong axis. Bring that back down here. So it's right about our 200mm mark. Make sure you have it on keep both. Then split. And we'll unselect that. We'll go up here. Do the same thing again. As many times as it takes to get our slices where we want them. How many pieces we have, or we'll need, I should say. Split. Okay, so now we've done that. You just do that the full length of this object, staff. Then we'll come back over here. We'll highlight that little section there because we can see the split on both ends. Okay, we'll go ahead and take this, drag it over so it's inside our staff. I want to make sure it's fully inside. We want to make sure we're going to be splitting both sections here. Just hover over it. You can kind of see the slice line in the middle there. And if that looks good, then you'll just go ahead and make an object and duplicate it once real fast. And then we go back to our first one, make sure it's only selected, go to edit, hit subtract. And then we'll go ahead and go over here to our second one, slide it over here so it's in about the right spot we want it. Split in the middle again. And you always want to make a copy of it so you have a copy to work with for all your splices. And then we'll go back over here and do the same thing, hit subtract. Then that's really it. You just keep going through and making the hollow spots. And then when you're done, you want to make sure that you're printing the original one as many times as you want. So far we have 2, so you'd want to make an extra copy for 2. And then you have 4 spots and 4, or 6, and so on and so on. And to show you the splices here, our connection points, I'm going to slide that over just so you can see it. There it is on that one. And there it is on that one. So you have your notches, your cuts, and then you have your keys, your pins, ready to go. That's pretty much it. You just do that over and over until you get your product ready, and then when you're done, you can either delete all the parts you want and save them individually. So if I wanted just these, just that, I would go here and hit invert all, hit delete, and save as, give it a name, and when I come back, I just hit back, then I would go ahead and deselect it all, then I want to do this one, invert selection, delete, etc., and save each piece individually that way, or you can just export all of them in one file if you want. Totally up to you.